passion is it's the stuff that it drives you in your life, and it's like those pockets of your experience where you feel most alive.
My name is Madison Daniels, and I run the band Frantic Lullabies.
I'm James, and I play the guitar in Frantic Lullabies.
My name is Spencer DeVolen. I am the bass player for Frantic Lullabies.
I'm Jacob Wiley. I play drums for Frantic Lullabies, and I just have too much fun doing it.
Being an independent band is a very interesting and very fun learning curve. It feels very much as though we don't really have people there to tell us sort of like the good and bad, what's a good move and what's a bad move, and I almost feel like that's very interesting. Like, it's very fun to say that we could take this band in any direction that we choose, which is why we keep it very musically free.
Especially being an indie artist, I think there's a lot of room for experimentation, and especially what we do involves a lot of just messing around and trying new musical ideas. And I think that's kind of the spirit of a lot of indie music nowadays, is either blending genres together or just experimenting.
If you have an idea, a passion, a drive, some sort of hint of inspiration that just says, do this, write this, play this, you can do it. I can come up with an idea during practice, bring it to band practice with these guys, and they'll take it, try to create something of it, and that's kind of the first step on how we write something. Someone comes to practice with an idea that is just so independent, and we'll try to create something of that.
I had noticed that for each of us that I brought it into the room, like when we were first just formulating songs for our first show, I noticed how James is very much a metal guy or a prog guy, and Spencer is very much into R&B and funk, soul kinds of music. I myself am into like indie types of music, and then there's of course Dermot, which is very similarly into a lot of that kind of stuff, a lot of analog types of music, and then Jacob just being into rock. It seemed like a waste of potential to say that any one of those should not be utilized at all. So for songs to either take some sort of different shape, have a different time signature, have chords that are perhaps like unusual to any sort of genre that would be specific to funk or metal or rock, we just wanted to keep that open to say that this could go anywhere, this band, this song, anything that we're doing really. I think incorporating different kinds of genres and utilizing them is definitely the future of music. I don't think that at this point in time, innovators come so frequently.
Unfortunately, these days, though, the majority of money and record companies, distribution, all that stuff is focused on bands with gimmicks.
It's very much specific to an industry that pumps it out to masses that look for a very specific feeling, a very specific thing that they feel like that they can just grab onto easily.
Most noticeably pop artists. You know, you look at any big pop artist, any like vocalists these days, they have a look, they have a brand that is clearly them. and they have things that, you know, draw in people that I guess are trying to, I don't know, compare themselves to that sort of thing, and they see the fashion and the gimmicks and stuff, and they draw towards that.
You shouldn't be doing art because you want to make money or because you want people to notice you or whatever. You have to be doing it for like a deeper reason, because that's really what is going to fulfill you as a person, and that's what's going to like stand the test of time, right? It's like so much music, so much art, it comes and goes, but the stuff that is like unique is the stuff that stays. The nature of us as a band, as like an independent group or whatever, but also as individuals, it's unique because we were music students, right? So our goal or our hope for our career is to make it as like music being our source of like income, right? So we're kind of like freelance, and when you enter into that, it's like if you were in freelance in a different industry, except every industry has their like specific things, right? So in music, it can be hard to like get paid, but that could entail like teaching people privately, playing like bar shows. It could be like playing in a pit orchestra for a musical, or playing, you know, like in an actual orchestra.
The lastability of the band, I guess, is the passion behind all of our shows, and that we all perform them to the best of our ability, and that the songs just for us make sense. So therefore we feel like it should catch the ears of somebody.
When I play music, I feel like myself.
It's an exhilarating experience.
You know, I go through a lot of emotional troubles, as we all do, trials and tribulations about the day. But the one time that I truly feel at peace is when I'm playing music. I think it's really important that someone has something that they're passionate about.
My name is Madison,
I am James.
I am Spencer.
I am Jacob Wiley.
and we are the Frantic Lullabies.